Hello, everybody. I'm Scott Macha from Do You Know Your Neighbor? And today I am sitting here with Kelly Burden. Okay. Kelly lives right here in Harrison, Maine, and she is the creator of a pretty cool seat, which you can see me sitting on right now. See this seat? This is underneath my butt. Okay. This seat is called the Samee Seat? Samee. Oh, well, see, she's got to correct. This is the third time she had to correct me every time so far. So, Kelly, can you tell me what made you want to create this pretty cool seat that I'm swinging my hips on?
It's fun, isn't it?
It's a little weird.
It is.
You know what it's like to be this kind of big guy right now and be swinging my hips? I feel like one of those golfers.
Your wife will be very happy, though, because she'll get the groove down.
Will she?
Yes. She'll be like, ready to dance? You'll be like, yes.
Yeah.
And loosening up. Yes. Samee Seat came about due to literally a pain in my ass.
Okay.
I went from floor nursing to a half desk, half floor nursing, and then went all the way to a desk nurse job, which was 40 plus hours a week sitting at my desk. Unbeknownst to me, sitting is not good for us. So while I was nice and relaxed all day, I was doing damage to my body. After a week of intense pain, going home in tears, crying, trying everything, heat, ice, rest, Tylenol, ibuprofen, rubs, you name it. Nothing was helping. So I went to the doctor.
So you fired the husband, huh?
Yeah, I had to do it myself.
You had to do it yourself, huh?
So I took myself to the doctor, who said, you are the lucky, proud owner of piriformis syndrome now.
What's piriformis syndrome?
It is an inflammation in a muscle that's deep in your buttock, kind of like sciatica.
Was that from sitting?
From sitting.
So
strictly from sitting.
Most people that have desk jobs can get this quite often.
Yes. It's a very common ailment from people that are sitting for extended periods of time. Knowing that I did not want to be that person that needed to take pills to get through my day, I decided I was going to do something different. So looked into those standing desks that you see out there, which I do have one.
Ergonomically correct.
Exactly. So the desk stands, but when you stand all day, that's a whole nother level of
pain,
problems and pain that you're putting your body through. The secret is not to hold any one position for any length of time. The secret is to move. That's all you have to do is move. So started doing my research, and I'm
moving. Thanks. Yep. But you know what it's like to have a jello-y guy sitting on a seat like this? It's easy to move back and forth.
No, you're not that bad.
Wiggle,
you're
wiggle,
fine.
wink, wink.
Wiggle, wiggle. So yeah, lots of research.
Okay. How long will the seat last? Do you have a general idea?
The one that I'm sitting on, I've been using as my seat for over a year. And it's fine.
Over a year?
Over a year. We're a brand new product. We're a brand new idea. We're still patent pending. We're still just getting our website up and running. We're brand new. We are a startup.
A startup.
We're that company you hear when.
You have started right here in Maine.
Absolutely. Portland has a wonderful resource for entrepreneurs. So I was lucky enough to get picked for the Top Gun program out of Portland. Mm-hmm. I've got Maine Technology Institute that helped pay for half of my patent application. There's just this wealth of knowledge through SCORE and everywhere else, and there's all this abundance of resources for entrepreneurs. So it's been a wonderful ride so far.
Great. Yep. Awesome. I like to hear that. I already asked you once because I got to get down to know you a little bit, but you see this fluffy guy? So some of the things I worry about is how much weight will it hold?
We tested it.
You tested it?
We tested it, and people smarter than me put it in a machine and put pressure on it.
Compression tests.
Okay. I just knew I needed to know if it would hold somebody or not. I'm not going to tell you what I weigh. We're not going there. 300. The engineer said he is quite comfortable with us saying 300.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
So
it took over 5,000 just to crack the wood.
So this is wood based.
It's wood right now because.
Now is this wood in Maine?
From Home Depot.
Oh.
And Home Depot's in Maine.
Oh, there you go.
Yes. No, we want a product that's going to be viable. So we're making them by hand right now. And when we get to the point where we're doing an injection mold, it's going to be recyclable plastic.
Great.
Yeah.
We like listening to stuff like that, especially the recycling end.
Yeah.
Well, I've a lot of people usually ask questions like I get to read a lot online, and one of the biggest questions that you hear from people that are asking about cool seats and stand-up desks is, do I have to get this okay by my doctor or my chiropractor first?
Anytime you start a new activity or a new motion pattern, it's always good to at least run it by your provider. Even if it's just as simple as, hey, there's this new product, I'm thinking of getting it. Can you check out the website and just tell me if this is something that you think I'll be okay with? I was very gung-ho. The first prototype I got, dragged it right to work with me, and I used it for 4 hours the first day. And the next day felt like I had been doing crunches for 4 years and was in pain. So 4 hours a day for me was too much on my first go round. But now, like, I'll take it with me to my morning meeting, and I'm 35 minutes into it, and it hasn't even fazed me. It's like anything else that you do. You start small, and then you build up as you get stronger. Even 5 minutes, an hour is a good starting point, because it's moving and it's getting things flowing and it's keeping you limber and fluid. So you figure if you work an 8-hour day, 5 minutes an hour, you've now got 40 minutes under your belt of exercise and movement that you wouldn't normally have. Do the 5 minutes for a few days. If it feels okay, you can move it up to whatever you're comfortable with. Sometimes I'll go an hour and a half. We have fun with it, so.
You'll go an hour and a half more, or?
Yeah, using it. I'm just fine. It's got a cushion on it. It's very comfortable. It's also a bit intuitive. So it's not just the same for everybody. So I can
Ma'am,
make
you
small
know that
movements.
we're from Maine, right?
We are from Maine.
You got to be careful with those big words.
Wait, it's easy to use.
There you go.
Okay, you sit on it and you move.
I just want to go off.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like it, but
All right.
you can move. Try it.
So
you can move as much or as
I
little.
noticed. I don't know if you guys can see, sir. I'll move to the side. Big fluffy guy I am. Here we go. This is fine. Piece of meat right here. All right, to the right,
To the left.
to the left,
To the left.
to the forward, the back.
Now dip, baby, dip.
I'm rolling. It's just like this.
Yes.
It's like watching Play-Doh.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very fidget friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you get tired and you're tired of moving, if you just lean forward a little bit and you kind of rock the seat, it's now put your pelvis into a neutral position, takes the pressure off your low back. Mm-hmm. You're fine. My desk is L-shaped. I'm like this all day long.
No kidding.
It's fine. You work
so
up to it.
I've been, for like the last 15, 20 minutes now, I've been sitting on this. And guys, if you get the chance, make sure that you reach out to Kelly. You can find her on Facebook. Kelly, can you tell us some other places they might be able to reach out to you and talk to you about this product line?
They can reach out through the Facebook, which we're on pretty consistently. I'm a bit of a nudge when it comes to social media, so my sister helps me out a lot. We do have our website, which is www.sameeseat.com. So it's SAMEE seat.
Okay.
And you can remember it because it's sit and move everyone everywhere.
Sit and move everyone everywhere.
SAMEE seat. So, and we've also started, I'm on LinkedIn. I'm also on Instagram, which I'm trying to figure out. It's very confusing.
Social media is a lot of fun.
Hashtag what?
Wait, you haven't even started with Snapchat yet. Click. No,
I thought we were doing TikToks now.
TikToks are popular too. I mean,
yeah.
You get to do your own little video, walk around, snap your butt like this. You know?
Oh, okay, nice. Because it's
put it to music.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, I do like dancing on my seat.
I can't picture myself dancing on the seat too much.
Yeah.
No.
Throw some tunes on.
Great. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Stuff to inspire people. Wait a second. I got to ask. I got 2 more questions to ask before I get off. Seeing you're beginning your young entrepreneurship.
Well, we'll go with entrepreneur. I don't qualify for your young entrepreneur club.
Actually, I mean, you there's a lot of people. There's a lot of growth in young entrepreneurs. So, the 2 questions I ask, because you live right here in Maine, is, come on, what is your favorite place to eat?
Oh, that would have to be the Happy Chick Bake Shop on Main Street.
Really?
Good answer. That's my sister.
So that's a little biased. Oh, okay. if you guys do get the chance, you probably should run out there.
Mhm.
Pastries is still nummy.
Yes.
Okay.
She also has a Samee Seat in the shop. So if you want to try it before you buy it, you can.
Watch out for the dog. Do you do much reading?
Do a lot of reading.
What's your favorite book right now?
I don't have a favorite one. They're all my favorites until I'm finished with them, and then I'm sad.
Okay.
Just read a book called Three Women.
Mhm.
And then I'm reading Tiny Habits That Make Big Changes.
I think we were talking about that one.
Yeah, because my background is in physical therapy, and I'm a registered nurse.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a lot of psychology into getting people to change behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've ever tried to convince somebody to do something that's good for them they don't want to do, you're selling constantly when you're a nurse or a physical therapist assistant. No, you really need to do these exercises. You'll feel better.
Ma'am, I'm a detailer.
Yeah.
I know exactly what it's like to look at somebody and say, "Excuse me, we're going to clean your car right now. It's good for you to come back in about 6 to 9 months. We'd like to clean your car again."
Yeah.
And they look at me going, "I really don't want to do that again." You know what I mean? So I totally understand. Those habits are the hardest ones to break, though.
Yes. I organized my car before I came here.
Did you?
Yes.
You didn't want me catching you out, did you?
Nope. I was like, oh, we should probably get the trash out of here.
Well, that's great. I want to thank you very much for, I'd like to have you back on, later on in the future and see how the growth of your business is. And
Anytime.
I look forward to seeing all these new things that are coming up, and hopefully we'll be able to advertise that if they get popular. So we're gonna show.
I looked really tall, so I figure people can get a look at it.
Get it.
It's a very gander at it. It's portable.
So this all goes into one bag?
It does. It comes with a bag.
It does come with a bag.
It comes with its own carrying bag.
She's talking about an actual bag, not me. Okay. It has a Samee Seat bag with it.
You too can have a bag. It was made to be convenient and easy to use, because if it's too difficult or cumbersome, people will not use it.
Okay, so
and it works.
So I forgot to ask you one question before we got off. So what is the cost? That's the trick. I mean, you were talking about
the cost right now is kind of an introductory cost. If I went onto Shark Tank, they would giggle and laugh and use me for chum. Because we're definitely just kind of recouping the cost of the materials.
Okay.
If you come see me, it's one price, but if you order it online and I have to ship it to you, it's $139 all in.
$139 all in.
$139 all in. You get the bag, you get the cushion, and you get the Samee Seat, and we'll ship it wherever you need it to go. So, and that's a fraction. It's probably maybe a fifth of what an active chair would cost you. So it's a good way for somebody to look at a product that is going to be a lot more convenient than the big chairs and say, yeah, I'm going to give this a try. It's not causing you any pain, is it?
No, because I'm used to using my hips.
Yeah.
So I am a detailer. We swing from side to side with polishers, so it's all in my hips.
Yes, and you guys get into some very awkward positions.
We do.
That
And
is not healthy for your body.
The truth about that that I find interesting is that a lot of people think that seats are made for just people who sit all day long, but they forget that when you've been on concrete all day long and you're standing on concrete and then you go to sit down, you're just as painful sitting down for that one moment like you had sat down for 8 hours. So having an option to be able to carry around, put it down. I've told detailers this right away. If you get the chance and you're one of those guys that does your own bookkeeping, grab one of these, throw it underneath there, work for a little bit, because I tried it out at your sister's shop, and I got to be honest with you, even for that little bit, it helps. And I'm a big guy, so I got a lot of back, you're this fluffy, you know what I mean? You got to have that little bit of exercise, padding in between. So.
Yes, and functional movement patterns will never steer you wrong when it comes to taking care of your body.
Great. Well, again, I want to thank you very much for stopping in. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Yes.
And finding out how your endeavors are. Oh, yeah, definitely. Give tons. Yes. So, guys, if you get the chance, we're going to post all of our videos to our YouTube channel and back onto our Facebook, as well as you can listen to us on this podcast. This is Scott Macha from Do You Know Your Neighbor with
His neighbor, Kelly.
I hope you have yourselves a great day. I look forward to talking to you soon.